From stream sniping allegations to having his house swatted, MacieJay is in a world of drama right now. Drama that potentially could tarnish his or other people's reputation. So what exactly is going on, and what could have possibly angered one of the biggest Siege creators of all time? To find out exactly what is going on and why, you first have to understand how Macy got here in the first place. MacieJay started making YouTube content around 18 years ago. This content was just skateboarding content of him recording himself doing tricks. The quality of this was low, but the views kept raking in. This trend would continue when he would post gaming content that still got hundreds of thousands of views to this day. He'd keep this content style up of posting gaming clips and moving away from his skating clips until the day that changed everything. January 6th, 2017. This is when he would post his first Siege video ever, where in the video, he would single-handedly invent the Pulse C4 combo that everyone knows and uses today.
There's a shield coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
Right on the stairs.
Ah! Ah! Wow.
This video would blow up for Macy, getting 147,000 views. The viewership, paired up with his love for the game, would make Macy stick with it to the present day. For the next 10 years, Macy would stay loyal to the game, uploading content very frequently. Like I stated in the intro, he quickly became a cornerstone in the Siege community and was a fan favorite for most viewers. So how did this beloved streamer suddenly find himself getting swatted and in the biggest creator drama in the past year? Well, it all started around just 2 weeks ago, when MacieJay and another YouTuber, Varsity Gaming, were both streaming Siege at the same time. Just as a reference, Varsity Gaming has a very similar story and influence that MacieJay does. They're both huge Siege creators that grew up with the game and are often considered the OGs of the game. They were also friends for the better part of 10 years as the game grew alongside their friendship. So the history between these two runs deep, but recently all been ruined, and it's all been ruined over the dumbest reasons. Back to the story, however. MacieJay and Varsity Gaming were both streaming the game 2 weeks ago. MacieJay and Varsity were both solo queuing the game, but by pure chance were put in the same lobby. However, they were put into the same lobby on opposite teams. The kicker here is that until later, neither of them knew that they had queued into each other's game because of privacy mode. If you don't know what privacy mode is, it allows you to change your display name in game so no one knows who you are. With both of them doing this, there would be no way to know who each other were. And with all of these pieces set, it's finally time for you to see just where the pieces fall. Round 1 of this game didn't have any crazy drama. It was just a 1v1 between Macy and Varsity won. But pay attention to how.
Put a breach on the thing, so break it. You put a breach on it. It's gonna explode if you're gonna die. Break the door, you put a breach on it.
Oh, on the door.
Put a breach on it. Nice, yes sir.
You know, I guess you can't see my toes.
Now, nothing about that clip screams that Varsity is sniping, but Macy, on the other hand, thought otherwise.
The guy is stream sniping, so he just wallbanged the breach charge.
So I assume most people would think that the guy who called out that there was a breach charge on the door would be stream sniping, but I don't think he was, because we had a bulletproof camera on the rafters, and the rafters would be able to see both his feet going up to the door and see him running away. So it wouldn't be the hardest thing to call out, and it would probably have audio from the camera. I'm not saying it's impossible that the guy is stream sniping, but I think it's a little too quick to judge here.
And for now, that is all the accusation was, just suspicion based off of a wallbang. But how Macy reacts to the suspicion is the icing on the cake. Instead of trying to gather more evidence or trying to win the game, he just decided to throw.
I'm surprised the Valkyrie just let me walk through, past that door the first time.
Whoa, how would he know that?
They're stream sniping. It was obvious when they shot my breach charge in the last round.
I think Valkyrie's below, right? Oh, I thought it was an accident.
Friendlies were eliminated.
They're cheating, so it's pointless. I'm not gonna, even if I walk up there and shoot him in the face, I'm not getting any content out of it. So let's move on to the next round.
and move on to the next round we will. But beforehand, why else did he think they were actually stream sniping? Because surely it wasn't just because of the breaching charge. No, it actually came down to a Valkyrie camera that he placed down that round. You see, right before he decided to C4 himself, you can see from Varsity's point of view that the Capitao drones into the bomb site. When Capitao drones in, Macy's Valkyrie camera is within full view, and not in a non-obvious spot either. So when Capitao droned it, he walked into sight and shot his Valkyrie camera. Macy didn't see him drone the camera though. All he saw was Capitao immediately shoot his camera that he thought was hidden. This was why Macy nitroed himself, and this is where Macy would make his most crucial mistake. Quickly after, Varsity posted this video. Everyone memed on him in the community for just C4ing himself because he was too scared to go against the stream sniper.
Oh man, they're stream sniping. Stream sniping, man.
But more on the aftermath later, because the accusations from Macy aren't even done yet. Fast forward to round 5, and MacieJay is on Valkyrie again. This time, Varsity, to counter him, goes IQ, to get the Valkyrie cameras and to potentially kill MacieJay by seeing his phone on IQ's scanner when Macy is on the camera. Varsity successfully shoots him through the floor as IQ, and Macy again takes this as stream sniping.
Yeah, we should surrender. Oh no, this is sad.
Run on the U-turn, might I heard him.
B's clear, L is an A.
Shot the box, I'm like,
L is an A.
Why is the Valkyrie doing this? Uh-oh.
They're literally flirting in them.
Yeah, Macy, I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it. This is sad.
Not even casual is safe.
Exactly, this is sad.
This is when Varsity was told by someone in his chat that he was going against MacieJay, and that's where all of the dots for Varsity would finally start connecting. Macy C4ing himself, Macy throwing completely winnable rounds, it all made sense now.
Wait, oh, the Valkyrie was Macy and he thinks there's a cheater on our team? Can't say I agree. No crazy high KDs or very low levels. I think this might just be a classic case of
okay.
creator thinks people are cheating.
And Varsity was right. This was a classic case of creator thinks somebody is cheating, because little did Varsity know, Macy thought he was cheating.
Just played against Macy and apparently, I don't know if he was accusing me without knowing it was me, or if he was accusing one of my teammates, but we were accused of stream sniping.
Dang. Should we actually do it now since you're already accused?
Might as well.
I'm joking. It'd be so obvious if like a streamer was stream sniping.
Yeah, like I just saw that they had a Valkyrie playing below, so I went IQ and tried to shoot him through the floor, and apparently that was the stream sniping.
Now, creators accuse creators of sniping all the time, so what exactly made this case so serious that their friendship would take a turn and Macy's house would get swatted? Well, like I said, Varsity made this game into a YouTube video that has done almost 10 times his average views on his other videos. Like I also showed you earlier with the Atheno clip, the internet was taking this and running with it, joking about it a lot. So Macy started to feel the heat and the pressure from this moment. But instead of taking it like a man and owning up to the fact that he was wrong, he made it all about Varsity when he tweeted, "I feel like making content out of your friend of 8+ years is so much worse than mistaking a good play for stream sniping. I'll be sure to take standard more seriously next time I queue up at Varsity Gaming." What Macy fails to realize is that content creators make content out of each other all of the time. Even if Varsity is your friend, he didn't necessarily say anything that bad. All he did was state what actually happened and defend himself from the stream sniping allegations you made. If you're a content creator and you can't take people making content about you, especially your own friends, maybe you're too soft to be a content creator. For the most part, that's what everyone has been saying, with replies like this tweet from Garfield is Doc, where he says, "This is serious? I don't see nothing wrong with this, as creators thrive off of making content with/about one another." Or how about this tweet from Hero Curry Guy 1 saying, 8+ years of friendship. You shouldn't care what video he puts up. His video was alright and didn't make you a bad guy. But this post is pretty much shooting yourself in the foot, or in your case, killing yourself and throwing winnable rounds." If you look in the replies of this tweet, and pretty much every tweet in the future on MacieJay's, almost no one agrees with Macy on this topic. After Macy's tweet initially and all of the jokes, Varsity Gaming tweets out, "I didn't think it was that deep." And to be honest, honest, it shouldn't have been. Content creators that are way closer have made videos twice as worse about each other as this, and at the end of the day, they're fine because they all know that it's just content at the end of the day. Macy instead took this as a personal attack when Varsity Gaming in the same exact video said this.
I'm not making this video to give him any hate or anything. I understand as a content creator it can be really frustrating when you get stream sniped a lot, but I think it's a situation where people are too quick to call it. I call out my friends Game Addict and Priest all the time because every single time they die they say someone's stream sniping them.
Like he said, he clearly didn't want this to be an attack on Macy and said that he tells this to his other friends too. So clearly Macy took this way too personally. And for a little bit, this is kind of where the drama seemed to settle. That was until the next character in this story finally shows themselves. And that is Macy's girlfriend, Spontaneous. Spontaneous, otherwise known as Sam, made tweets defending Macy, saying, "Don't trust anyone in the Siege community, just don't take my word for it." Siege content creators are really showing their true colors lately. You guys don't give a fuck about treating other creators like human beings. All you guys care about is tearing down another content creator so you can be on top. You're all fucked. With everyone in her replies also seeing the flaws in her side of the situation, instead of addressing it, she replies to her own tweet saying, "You all act like you don't bitch about the game day in and day out. This is exactly why the Siege community is the way it is. You have creators absolutely shitting on other creators for views instead of being nice to each other. What fucking happened to this community?" After this complaining, the drama pretty much stopped. No one had anything left to say, and Varsity still let his silence speak for him. That was until last night when MacieJay and his girlfriend would both get swatted. After they got swatted, MacieJay tweeted this: "It's been nearly 3 weeks since Varsity's video about me, and I'm still getting harassed on all my platforms, but today my home got swatted. Sam was held at gunpoint at our front door before police raided our home, and of course the news showed up as well. I've been doing this for 10 years now, and I never before experienced this kind of hate towards me, so I just kindly ask that you guys please stop. I never imagined that throwing a game of casual would lead to these kinds of consequences, but here we are." He also addressed this on stream in this clip.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, chat. I got swatted.
I can run upstairs, get half this.
Let's give a good shout out to good old Varsity Gaming. Thank you so much for spreading so much hate for me, and I assume it's no coincidence that it just happened to be happening now. In the light of this recent wave of hate. So thanks, Varsity. I appreciate you doing that. You know, these things they have consequences. So.
I think anyone can see the glaring issue with this clip, and also the tweet that I showed you earlier. Macy is pretty much implying that it's Varsity's fault that he got swatted. That simply isn't fair. It's not like Varsity condoned any hate towards him, much less asked for him to get swatted, but it seems that Macy just wanted someone to blame. Sam replies to Macy's tweet saying, "I was held at gunpoint by multiple cops tonight because we were swatted. I'm horrified and have a lot to say, but a tweet isn't enough. I will never get that image out of my head. I feared for my life today, and there are still people laughing, mocking us, and blaming Macy and I." After seeing this, Varsity, to protect his brand, had to say something and replied with, "I'll make this plain and simple. Swatting someone is fucked up, and whoever did it is a terrible person. I'm relieved no one got hurt, and this shit should never happen again. Secondly, saying it's my fault is insane. This whole situation keeps getting blown way out of proportion because people keep trying to make it deeper than it is. I never told anyone to go after Macy. I never endorsed any hate like he's claiming I did. I made a video where he called me a stream sniper. That's all there is to it." After this tweet, Sam angrily replied with, "Let me make this very clear. If you have to start a video with 'I don't want anyone to send hate this person's way,' and you use that person's face and name as clickbait for a video, you know exactly what's going to happen, and you should reconsider what you're about to post." Now, as sad and as real as getting swatted is, this doesn't justify the plain lie that Varsity endorsed or caused this. But Macy is firm that every bad thing is on Varsity Gaming. He's even gone so far as to say that Varsity made a campaign against him when all Varsity did was make a YouTube video about one game, like 90% of other content creators that are friends do to each other.
300 times throughout the years, at least. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Like literally like 300 times we've played against each other. And the one time that I throw a game, it happened to be against him. And that is single-handedly the most damaging moment in my career because he made he created an entire hate campaign against me and my content. And I deeply regret it. I never thought that throwing a game of casual could damage my career and my reputation so severely. So I do deeply regret it. I also lost a good friend in the whole matter. That a friend would do this, would put me in this position.
Let's do its own control.
I blame Varsity Gaming. I'm not even kidding. I don't think it's a coincidence that ever since his video, every single thing I post, everything I do on the internet, I've been getting nonstop harassment. I've been getting nonstop hate over it, and then now I'm getting swatted. Like, Varsity just sparked a fucking hate train, a hate boner on me on the internet.
And
like, all over throughout the Siege community.
I was part of none of this.
I find it funny that at the end of this clip, you can hear Sam say that she wasn't part of any of it, yet out of all three of them, she tweeted the most about it towards both of them. Regardless, it's safe to say that Macy blames every bad comment that he has on Varsity now.
This one's nice. Stream sniping. Stream sniping. Again, this is what Varsity has done for me because of one instance of my, and again, like, this has such insanely damaging consequences.
What's crazy is that if MacieJay had just admitted that what he accused was wrong and had took his criticism in a healthier way, none of this would have happened. People are only hating on Macy because of the way he responded and how he acted afterward. People are only joking because he's making a joke of himself. Here's a good rule of thumb that most people learn before they turn the age of 7. If most people are saying that you're doing something wrong or that you are over-exaggerating something, the chances of them being right are very high. I don't even think that for a second Macy has considered that maybe he's blowing this out of proportion. Insecurity speaks louder than confidence. The chances of you being right when everyone, thousands of people, are saying you're wrong are very, very slim. But Macy and his girlfriend don't seem to realize this. I don't even think that anyone is truly hating on him, aside from the people that are doing it out of their own free will. Everyone is just pointing out that Varsity didn't do anything that horrible, but anything that disagrees with them is just pure hate in the end. To their credit, getting swatted is horrible, and the fear they must have felt is unlike what most people fear in their lifetime. I also don't want anyone spreading hate their way as caused from this video. This is meant to be an educational video as to what is happening and to maybe learn how to handle a friendly jab from someone you work with, but more so how to be a normal human being, and instead of deflecting any accountability, just own up to your mistakes. With it out of the way though, that's it for today's video. Check out this next video and I'll see you there.